Okay guys, so I just, the other day I was reading the news and I saw a video, and there's basically 3 more major lawsuits in regards to e-cigs blowing up. So let me go over these 3 first, and I'll show you the actual video I'll show you the video in 1 second. So the first case is basically a guy was like in a bathroom and the e-cig exploded in his mouth, blew off part of his tongue, and he eventually had to get one of his fingers amputated. And there's a picture like in the video that I'm going to show you in a second. But basically you can see the photo of his bathroom, and there's blood everywhere, and there's his mirror to his bathroom is absolutely shattered. Okay, and the second case is basically a guy was like in the e-cig store, and then he put it in his left pocket, and as he was walking out of the store, exiting, it exploded in his pocket. So what happened was he got like second degree burns on his left leg, and he was in the hospital for 11 days getting the skin grafting and all that other good stuff. Okay, and the third case is basically, supposedly he's a well-known soccer player in Los Angeles, but basically the e-cig exploded, and the mouthpiece from the e-cig went through his cheek. So basically he has a hole in his cheek, he has a broken cheekbone, supposedly he suffered a concussion, and he also got second degree burns on the left side of his face, his ear, as well as his neck. Now the attorney on these cases, it's an attorney named Greg Bentley from California, and apparently he just got, he won a case for a woman, and she got awarded like $2 million for an e-cig exploding, and now this attorney's office is like ringing off the hook. So I basically have a few questions in regards to these e-cigs, okay? What are the brands, what are the models of these particular e-cigs? Are these the e-cigs that you can buy at your local 7-Eleven? Are these actually the heavily modified devices that are exploding? Okay, and so are they actually e-cigs, or are they vapes? Are they modified vapes? Because there is a difference. Another thing is it user error, or is it actually the product defective? User error. Let me give you an example. A while back, I purchased a modified vape from one of my friends. He showed me how to do everything, and guess what I ended up doing? Well, one day I realized that it was like smoking, and I found out later that I put the battery in wrong when he explicitly told me how to put the battery in. So that is what I call user error. That's my fault. There's not no product, no error with the product whatsoever. So anyways, I'm going to play the video. Give me your comments and your opinions in regards to these e-cigs or these vapes, and in regards to like all these lawsuits are like popping up like everywhere. Like what's going to happen to this like industry?
Injured using e-cigarettes. One even lost a finger and part of his tongue. This, as a well-known name, becomes the latest person to sue the electronic cigarette industry. And now it is news reporter Rob Hayes has a story.
Danny Calif is a former member of the LA Galaxy.
Calif scores!
But the 35-year-old is now making news as a victim of an exploding e-cigarette.
The battery exploded. The mouthpiece blasted through his cheek, leaving a hole.
Calif's case, one of 3 new lawsuits attorney Greg Bentley has filed against the electronic cigarette industry.
Nobody would expect that you purchase a product and it explodes in your face.
That's exactly what happened to 23-year-old Vince Garza.
As soon as I pushed the button and it exploded, I was just standing, spitting out blood. I thought my finger was black and it had a hole.
That finger now gone, partially amputated. Garza's tongue mangled, causing him to talk with a lisp.
It makes a big difference on how I speak.
Bentley says he won a similar e-cigarette lawsuit last month in Riverside County. A woman burned, awarded nearly $2 million. Now he says his phone is ringing off the hook with people saying they too were injured by exploding e-cigs.
It's a bomb. You're sucking on a bomb.
This Orange County man's case is from last March.
I just had an electronic cigarette blow up in my hand.
Bentley says people should be outraged that e-cigs are ignored by the FDA and federally unregulated.
It's unconscionable that these products are out there and they're randomly exploding all across the country.
Eyewitness News reached out to all the companies named in the lawsuits. We were only able to reach 4 of them, none of which would comment on the cases. Bentley says 90% of e-cigs are made in China. which means if the store where they're bought doesn't have liability insurance, a lawsuit will be fruitless.
If it explodes in your face, you're not going to collect from anybody.
Garza says he turned to e-cigs thinking they were a safer way to quit cigarettes. Now he wants people to see just how unsafe they can be.
I don't want some kid to pick up his brother's vape and boom, it explodes. It's pretty dangerous.
In Glendale, Rob Hayes, ABC 7 Eyewitness.